Hello, welcome back to Meakashi, starting chapter 13. Lucky number 13. Yeah, wait, no. Is it lucky or unlucky? My lucky number is 17, so I never know. I mean, what's on the menu? I was trying to record yesterday because I thought I was hearing some cicadas at night, but they're actually just crickets. And you're like, Aiden, they don't sound the same. Well, to be fair, I haven't heard crickets in like forever over here, but apparently a bunch of them migrated because they're also out tonight. I have my window closed, so you shouldn't hear them, thankfully. But yeah, false alarm. Thought I was cursed. Um, what's up with this? Last chapter was pretty good. I mean, we had the whole Rita thing. The last session, I don't think anything too big happened. I guess it's kind of showing like what Xian's I just more demon stuff. I think she's about like now she was like, remember when she was like, oh, she would use Teichi as bait. Well, I think she got the idea to probably torture and kill Teichi to make Mion suffer a bit more. Though maybe that doesn't fully happen until we get the phone call. I don't know the timing period. I think in the timeline we're right during like a time skip. I do remember, well, I don't know if it was a time skip, but I do remember there's a period, I think it was like when Keiichi, or when Oishi confronted Keiichi. Keiichi said he'd been talking to Shion on the phone for a couple of days. I don't know the exact amount of days, like maybe like 2 or 3. So that's probably where we are now. I mean, while last chapter was pretty fun, I don't think this one's going to be, because Satoko's time on the chopping block. Can only hope it's not horrible. We'll see how good my heart handles this. Definitely not looking forward to it though. Honestly, I couldn't say. I was kind of looking forward to every other torture scene. I mean, maybe not Rita's, but Rita kind of killed it, huh? I don't think Satoko's gonna put up too much resistance. So yeah, let's just get into it. Short intro. 13. We also. Oh, I bet she's talking to Satoko and Mion. It's bad vibes. We also haven't gotten a bad ending. I remember we were not really stressed about it, but like I was like, oh, that's a new thing. But we haven't actually even got one yet. I mean, it made sense for them to be near the end, but wonder how much there are. Is it only gonna be like one, or is there actually gonna be multiple, like just at the end? But yeah, I already feel the bad vibes. But hi, Shion.
皆さんまだ生きてる?
Oh. Kimiyoshi was hanging from the collar with his head turned up to the ceiling. He didn't even move when I walked in. Maybe he's already dead. Satoko was lying on a cross-shaped restraining table. She glared at me with red and swollen eyes, which must have been that way from crying. Cross-shaped. Cross as in like crucifix, or that cross, or like cross as in like, well, I just did it with my hands. Maybe we'll see. Does it even matter? Probably not. Unless this is low-key confirming that Satoko is a god. I'd wanted to put her on the special restraining table to pound nails onto her hands, but Satoko was too small for that. I do remember her mentioning that in Watanadashi. Or I think she said both of them, but... I walked up to Kimiyoshi and poked his body with my toe. There's no response.
君吉のおじいちゃん死んだ? 人殺し. 人殺し。
Maybe Satoko had witnessed Kimiyoshi's last moments. I took a thick knife from the wall and stabbed Kimiyoshi with it. There's no response.
君吉のおじいちゃん、生きてるなら正直に生きてるって言ってくださいよ。死体のふりして逃げ出そうなんて通用しないから。
I walked over to the pulley that was suspending Kimiyoshi.
最終通告。生きてる？生きてるなら返事してね。
I paused just for a moment, then turned to the pulley. Yeah. Kimiyoshi's body swayed strangely in the air. It looked much like a corpse. It looked much more like a corpse like that.
どうしてこんなことをするんですの、シオンさん。
Satoko, no, you don't even sound super depressed. You still sound willful. That just makes me even more sad. Just turn into dead-eyed Satoko so I don't have to feel sad. I mean, I will feel sad, but this strangely feels sadder.
ん？ああ、なるほど。
The door to the huge cave was still open. I bet Satoko had talked to the one in the cell while I was gone. That's how she knows my name. Although that's actually not my name at all.
シオンじゃなくて、私が本当のミオン。あんたたちがミオンだと思ってた方がシオン。
Doesn't matter.
まあややこしいだろうから理解しなくて結構。
I mean, obviously we know Satoko dies, but here's hoping she has one big brain plan left. Though honestly, if you're gonna die, just hit Shion with something like hard, like, oh, Satoshi thought you were annoying or something. That'd be the biggest F you to her. Though she won't probably. It's just kinda
No.
just bad vibes, huh? Dude, I'm so nervous. So tingly. I don't like this. I had allowed Satoko to watch me take care of Rita's body. Oh, that's even worse. Of course, I let her see Rita's neck too.
フルでリカは自業自得。あいつは私を殺しに来たんだよ。返り討ちにしたのさ。そんなことあるわけありませんわ。リカがそんなことするわけない。信じないならそれでもいいよ。あんたにはどうでもいいことだし。私をどうするつもりなんですの？殺す。
Satoko's eyes went wide. She was expecting my answer, I'm sure, but she still looked shocked. I bet she didn't expect me to state it so openly. I heard the noise of something hitting the iron bars echoing in the huge cave. Shion's voice echoed there as well. I answered her clearly.
今頃罪が分かったかい？あんたはそれをサトシ君の時にしなかった。だからサトシ君は虫けらのように殺されてしまったんだ。あんたはサトシ君を救える100億の瞬間を見捨てた、見殺した。そうさ、それがあんたの罪なのさ。
Before even finishing my sentence, I stabbed Satoko's right arm. I thought that was a kick, not a stab. Her blood started to flow out. I know the commenter might, like, with this reveal, he might have meant, like, Mion is... He might have been thinking Shion as... The Mion we like is the Shion he likes. But it's still... It's just... I honestly just want to, like, etch that somewhere to eternalize that comment. It's still, like, one of my favorites. Even though Shion goes through a lot, she's still a nice person. I just love it. It's not a mocking way. It's honestly just great. Her blood started to flow out. This was nothing compared to what happened with to Rita Furude. I twisted the knife into Satoko's arm. She bit down hard, crying. Why couldn't you say that for Satoshi-kun? It's too late now. I was the one screaming like you back then. Again, just saying, like, if Satoshi-kun's ghost is really there, I don't think he's gonna like you after this one. But no matter how loudly I screamed, it never reached them, spared him, or saved him. I want you to go through the same thing I did. I stabbed Satoko's arm repeatedly, but the knife kept hitting her bone. It didn't feel like I was cutting any of her flesh.
Yo, Shion. じゃあこうしよう。サトコの助け方を教えてあげよう。あんたはこれから1000回ごめんなさいって言うんだよ。
1000 times.
言い終わったらサトコを解放する。どう？私は嘘をつかないよ。あんたが1000数えたら絶対に約束を守る。あんたがけじめをつけたってことをちゃんと理解してね。さあ、どうするの？ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
Shion started to apologize like a broken record. She's so stupid and honest. She's not even thinking of cheating. I bet Shion really will count to 1000. I stabbed Satoko in the wrist. There, I felt something hard. I guess I either crushed her bone or scraped it. It must have been extremely painful for her. Satoko screamed. Shion's voice got louder, as if trying to overpower that scream.
泣くのはあんたの1000倍特許だね。泣けばニーニーが来てくれる？ニーニーがかけてきて私を跳ね飛ばしてあんたを助けてくれるのかな？
The knife was still in Satoko's wrist. I slid it towards her elbow. Ew. Well, maybe Satoko's just gonna die from blood loss, because blood's probably spurting everywhere. For it goes too long. You know, this might be one of the few times where I do not enjoy the streams.
サトコ、私の声が聞こえる？聞いてる？聞けよこら！
I slapped her face several times and made her look at me.
あんたは自分の罪が分かってる？あんたの存在がどれほどにサトシ君を追い詰めていたか知っている？そう、あんたはニーニーって泣けばよかった。泣きさえすればいつもサトシ君がかばってくれた。でもね、サトシ君の負担ってものを考えたことがある？サトシ君はね、あんたのヒーローでなければ不死身でもない。あんたと同じに傷つけば血も流れ、痛めばうめく、全く同じ人間なの。あんたの代わりに矢面に立ってくれたサトシ君の痛みをあんたは理解していたの？してない。しようとさえしなかった。あんたはサトシ君に甘えてた。サトシ君に寄生していた。そうさ、サトシ君が傷ついて流すその血を舐めてお前は生きてきたのさ。そんな呪われた身でありながらこの後に及んでまだサトシ君の名を呼ぶのか。あんたはその罪を今から償うのさ。私の手によってね、好きなだけ泣き叫べばいい。そしていくら泣いてもサトシ君が助けに来てくれないことを知るがいい。そう、お前が追い詰めた、お前がいなくした、お前がサトシ君を殺してしまったんだ。
Ha. Ha ha. After telling her all I'd been waiting to, I exhaled roughly.
どうしたよ。右腕はもう感覚がない？じゃあ左腕にするか。
I stabbed her left arm repeatedly and her blood flowed out. But Satoto's reactions weren't fun anymore. She didn't cry or scream like she did before. That put me in a bad mood, so I stabbed the back of her left hand and twisted the knife again. But Satoto still just moaned. She didn't scream anymore. Hell yeah.
どうしたの？
Resistance.
叫ぶと私を喜ばすと思って、せめて悲鳴を絞って抵抗ってわけ。
Well, it's putting you in a bad mood, so it's working.
そりゃいいや。
Satoto was unfazed by my mad laughter. She just looked at me with gritted teeth and resignation.
ええ、私もそう思ってましたのよ。はあ？私がニーニーを追い詰めたからいなくなってしまった。ニーニーがいなくなったその日にもう気づいてましたのよ。私が甘えていた。ニーニーのすねをかじり続けてしまった。ニーニーも辛かったはずなのに、私はニーニーにすがることをやめられなかった。その点につきましては、あなたの言う通りですわ。弁解の余地なんてありませんでしたよ。
Yo. I don't know. I don't want to really talk right now, so let's just take it in for a while. Satoto didn't sound as if she was mocking me or trying to please me. She spoke so naturally.
ちょっと意外だね。あんたが自分の罪に自覚があったとはね。ニーニーはきっと帰ってきてくれる。いつかきっと帰ってくるんですの。でもね、帰ってきたら私もう一人前になっているところを見せるんですのよ。私もうニーニーに甘えない。
Bro, it's like the novel knows. I lowered Satoto's position, but this is awesome.
背中に隠れたりしない。しっかりした一人前になったことを教えてあげるんですの。帰ってきたらいいね。帰ってきたら。
I stabbed Satoto's arm in a mad frenzy, but she still didn't even scream. She bit down tightly and swallowed her pain instead.
ニーニーはきっと帰ってきてくれますの。絶対に帰ってきてくれますの。それまで待ってるんですのよ。そしてニーニーに今まで甘えてきて本当にごめんなさいって謝るんですの。それまで負けるものか。もう私は絶対にニーニーに甘えたりしないの。どんな苦難にもニーニーの助けを呼ばない。泣かない、叫ばない。泣いたらニーニーが来てしまう。だから私は一人で耐えてみせるんですのよ。上等抜かすな小娘が。私をいじめて楽しいならいくらでもお楽しみ遊ばせ。でもね、それで私がニーニーに助けを求めたりするのを期待しているんでしたらお気の毒ですわね。私は泣かないんだから、絶対に疑うなら好きなだけ試してみろ。ニーニーは見ててくれる。私が本当に我慢強くなって一人前になったことを見ててくれる。私が泣き虫じゃなくなったことを見ていてくれる。 それをニーニーが見届けてくれたとき、きっとニーニーは帰ってきてくれるんですのよ。さあ、いくらでも試してみろ。私は泣かない、涙も見せない。北条聡子がどれほどの強さを持つか試してみろ。
Shit. I'll show her. Take that and that and that.
ニーニー、見てますわよね。見ててくれますわよね。聡子はこんなにも我慢強くなったんですのよ。もう何が起こってもへこたれませんの。こんなことこの程度で、こんなくらいで私は泣かない。助けを呼ばない。耐えられる。耐えてみせる。ニーニーが私に代わって傷ついてくれた痛みにはこんなのはるかに及ばないんだから。
You don't know how much I'm enduring right now. Once this is over though, I'm going to speak so much. This is yeah. Wait till that happens. Shit. Why doesn't she feel pain? Doesn't it hurt? There's no way it doesn't. I've been stabbing her so much, and the knife went in so deep. Her blood is poured to the ground, and I've been turning her flesh inside out. How can she still talk that way? Why doesn't she cry and scream? After Satoto said what she wanted to say, she shut her mouth. She didn't say a word after that. No matter how much I stabbed her, twisted the knife, tore at her, and ripped out her flesh, she didn't even make a sound. What in the world is this? This isn't the Satoto I know. Satoto was never as strong as this. If Satoto was this strong, she wouldn't have been a burden on Satoshi-kun. Why wasn't she as strong before? It's too late. Everything is too late. This idiot's maturity came far too late. Her blood made my hand slippery and I dropped the knife. I was covered in blood from head to toe. Satoto was still enduring the pain. She was enduring this cruelty so she could display her strength. I couldn't defeat Satoto. I couldn't crush her strength. Satoto had achieved her goal. She had become independent so she didn't need Satoshi-kun anymore. She still believes Satoshi-kun will come back one day. She looks forward to a day when she can show her brother how strong she had become. But Satoshi-kun hasn't seen any of that. Instead, I, who never even thought that Satoshi-kun would come back, was the one who witnessed her strength. What was I thinking? I thought Satoshi-kun was dead. No, I assumed he was. Why did I? I never even thought of waiting for him. I didn't believe he would come back. I didn't wait. I tried to avenge him, but what I really did was forget about him. Satoto is different. She never even thought he was dead. No, maybe she did a little. But even so, she waited. She waited for a day when she could show him how much she'd grown. She waited patiently. What about me? I didn't do anything. I wanted to forget about my sadness, so I tried to find my enemy. I became a demon, using revenge as an excuse so that I didn't have to think like a human. I lost. I couldn't endure the pain of waiting for Satoshi-kun, so I chose to become a demon. In other words, I got rid of my soul, the soul that loved Satoshi-kun. In other words, I got rid of Satoshi-kun himself. Satoto won. While she had been gritting her teeth before, her mouth had gone slack. Her eyelids were half shut, but I could see her eyes a little. They looked like she was dreaming about something happy. god. Sorry, that's fantastic thumbnail. Ghost Satoshi, dude. Satoshi-kun was there in her eyes. Satoto endured until Satoshi-kun came for her. Satoto ran up to Satoshi-kun. Actually, let that linger a bit longer. Maybe that's better. She jumped onto him. Satoshi-kun hugged her, and they spun around. You can cry now. Satoshi-kun told Satoto that, and she cried very hard. Satoshi-kun rubbed her head so gently. We'll be together forever, he said, and continued to rub her head so gently. So gently. Satoshi-kun, I was waiting for you too. What meaningless words. He was already dead inside of me. I never believed in our reunion. How pitiful of me to say that. Just because I saw Satoto and Satoshi-kun together again. As Satoshi-kun hugged Satoto, his eyes met mine. Shion, Satoshi-kun said. I asked you a favor. What favor? I tried to remember. What kind of favor did Satoshi-kun ask me? To live, I think? Oh! No, to look after Satoto. Okay, the to live thing was like ghost Satoshi, so who knows if that was real, but Satoshi asked Shion to look after Satoto. Satoshi-kun looked at me so sadly because I couldn't remember. That sad look tore my heart to shreds. The blood flowing out from me wasn't as pretty as Satoto's blood. My blood was a slimy liquid, like vomit with filthy chunks of food in it. That was what filled my body. Huh? A memory of the past, but when? Oh, of course. This is a memory of the day before the last year's Watanagashi. Satoshi-kun called me on that phone then. His aunt was home, so I'm sure he wanted to hang up as quickly as possible. Satoshi-kun paused and spoke. My knees and elbows started to shake. My teeth chattered and my fingers were shivering. Satoshi-kun asked me to. What have I done? I couldn't wait for Satoshi-kun to come back, so I filled myself with evil thoughts and I acted as I pleased. I didn't believe he'd ever return. I even forgot about Satoshi-kun's last request. How can I say I love him? I just wanted to forget about my feelings of loss, so I made myself all bloody. How can I welcome him back? I didn't believe Satoshi-kun would come back. I didn't believe Satoshi-kun was alive. I didn't think he was alive, so I thought he was dead. I believed in his death. I killed him in myself. Nobody else did. I did that. But Satoto believed until the very end. And she was rewarded in her final moments. Satoto wasn't here anymore. She had no more need for her bloody, painful shell. But I'm still here. Trapped in my bloody, tainted flesh. I'm going to rot inside of it. Satoshi-kun was waiting for both Satoto and me. But to be reunited with Satoshi-kun, we had to keep our promises. Satoto's promise was to be strong. Satoto kept that promise until the bitter end, and Satoshi-kun embraced her. My promise was to take care of Satoto for Satoshi-kun. I never kept that promise from the beginning. Therefore, Satoshi-kun will never embrace me. Even if I were to rub Satoto's wound and ask if they hurt, that wouldn't mean anything. That was when I felt something behind me. It wasn't Satoshi-kun or the thing that scared me before. I didn't know who it was, but it was right there, criticizing me for my mistakes. Then, I finally realized it. That thing is me. I'd always been there, standing behind myself and watching me break that promise. Satoshi-kun asked me to take care of Satoto, yet I didn't keep that promise. I'd been watching that happen. I cried and gave up on myself. Wait, Satoshi-kun gave up on me, and I gave up on myself. What will happen to me now? I don't want to be in this darkness. I don't want to be all bloody. Please don't leave me. If I give up on myself, what will happen to my body? There will be nothing left. The only thing I'll have left in me is an evil demon. I get it. I've known it for a long time now. I am nothing but a demon. A demon doesn't feel sad. A demon's heart can never be in pain. A demon doesn't cry. Shion was still apologizing. She believed that was the only way for her to save Satoko. Her voice was growing hoarse and weak.
Shion! もう数えなくていいよ。ご苦労さん。
I guess she realized what happened to Satoko. Shion cried in her cell.
鬼ってのも悪くないね。人が泣いたり叫んだりするのを見るのがこんなにも楽しいものだなんて知らなかったよ。私も人の世ってやつを十分に楽しませてもらったからね。そのうち自らの命を絶って鬼の国へ帰らせてもらうよ。でも安心しな。その前にちゃんとあんたは殺していく。あんたを殺すために今があるんだもの。人を嘆かせて泣き声をすするのが私の鬼の優越だもんね。そうだ、あんたはケイちゃんが好きだったね。よし、あんたの前でケイちゃんを引き裂いてあげるよ。これは極めつけだね。その後にあんたを殺し、私も殺そう。そうさ、鬼ヶ淵村は鬼の村。かつて鬼ヶ淵より湧き出した鬼が村を襲った伝承のある村。私もまた伝承の鬼たちのように猛威を振るい、そしてお社様の裁きを待とう。それでこそひなみ沢村にふさわしい災禍と言えるだろうね。ケイちゃんですか?
Hold up. Okay, I know. I'm not stopping here. We need a breather from that. That was so cool, dude. My expectations. I mean, we got the Rika fight. I was prepared for like some very sad Satoko torture. Maybe Satoko shoots back with some diss, but no, that was amazing. I know Satoko's definitely not the people's favorites, but if you don't like Satoko after that, that's kind of insane. Like, that was such a good moment. Holy, like, low key, I don't know. I almost even like that better than the whole Rika fight, even though that was like a totally different battle, I guess. I did. My eyes were definitely getting watery during the speech thing. Not even just the torture. I mean, during the torture, I felt like pretty stiff, but the speech scene was like, I don't know. It was sad, but I felt like proud. I don't know. It was definitely like one of the best Satoko moments. I love that. God, this is so good. Imagine not liking this chapter. No, I won't be mean. I can I can see why. But we'll talk about that in the review one day. But God, that was so good. Satoko doesn't disappoint. She's like, Aiden, I heard you might like Mion better than me. Let me let me just put my Oscar worthy acting right now. It's like, all right, I'll hear you. I'll put that in your books, and we'll talk about it later. But yeah, that was so good. I didn't cry, but my eyes are getting watery. It was, it turned from very bad vibes to like something really beautiful. But yeah, I think we're getting the fun phone call, so that's gonna be good. I won't cut it now. We'll stick with our schedule. Let me just take some water. I still feel kind of sad. God, it's total tanking it all. Okay, this phone call was fun too. I'm excited to see how it goes from Xian's perspective, but it's kind of hard to like fully immerse yourself after something so great. God damn, this chapter is so good, and I've been getting hyped for the next one because people keep saying that's good, but God, this you know, we gotta have a strong opening chapter for the answer arts. This is a great response, a great answer for that. Anyways, let's move on. We can talk a bit more after we're done.
私です。シオンです。
I know that Shion's fully demon now, but it doesn't even seem like she wants to be that much of a demon. It's almost just like she can't go back now, and she just feels super sad. That's probably how Keiichi convinces her for a bit, or forever, I guess. Rena, it's getting real spicy. I think we're gonna have to cut off the snake tail and just say that Rena and Xian weren't colluding, but Rena stabs Keiichi at the end. I think I have to go with that now. I don't think Rena and Xian colluded anymore. It's just it's too late. Unless Rena literally calls her after this, or she calls Rena or something.
電話なかなか出なかったんで、お留守かと思って切ろうとしてたんですよ。
Honestly, I don't hate you, Xian. Satoko definitely like hurt you, jabbed you where it hurt, and you kind of, I don't know, it just feels sad now. It's not like you're still a demon, but you're kind of like a sad demon.
ごめん。ちょっとお風呂に入っててさ。
Okay, it's definitely the talk, because that's a lie.
それでもご家族の方が電話を取りませんか？ひょっとしてケイちゃんの家今ご両親はお留守なんですか？
いや別に留守ってわけじゃ。そんなことより聞いたか？リカちゃんとサトコの件。
いえ。
Maybe it's not. I don't remember. I think it is though.
結局あの後どうなったんですか？見つかったんですか？
Hello, train. I'm glad you didn't interrupt us during that beautiful scene. Also, the crickets, dude. I thought the crickets were coming out of my windows, but no, this is the crickets in the game. Nah.
見つからなかった。
ケイちゃん、どうか気を落とさないで。
リカちゃんとサトコはさらわれたんだよな。
はい。それは間違いないでしょうね。
リカちゃんとサトコはいや、ごめん。村長さんはさらわれてどうなったと思う？
Keiichi's going in.
まだ生きてるんだろうか？
Keiichi sounded confused. He wanted to believe Satoko and Rika were still alive, which is why he was asking. Keiichi was just like Satoko. Unless the culprit was after money, the abductee would usually get killed right away. I never assumed they'd still be alive, but Keiichi was trying to hold on to a little hope. I could feel his strength. It was much greater than mine. I'm a demon, so I didn't. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not even in the mood to like try to stop that. It's in praise of the game. So I didn't come up with an
殺され
excuse.
ちゃったんだと思います。
おいおい、そんなにあっさり。
人間をさらってその状態を維持するのってとても大変なことだと思います。人質にするんでもない限り、用が済んだら殺しちゃうのが一番合理的じゃないかと。
殺しちゃうって、そんなにあっさり。人の命を何だと思ってやがるんだ。
恐ろしいことだとは思いますが、多分そうではないかと。
村長が殺されたということは、リカちゃんやサトコも同じように殺されたかもしれないということなのか。いや、そんなはずは。どっかのじじいとはわけが違うぞ。リカちゃんだぞ。サトコだぞ。そんなにあっさりと殺すはずは。
Keiichi was still refusing to believe what I said. He fought so hard because he didn't want to kill his friends within him. I wasn't like that. I killed Satoshi-kun within me so easily. I blame Shion for not protecting Satoshi-kun, but I killed him so easily.
リカちゃんとサトコちゃんも同じだと思った方がいいでしょうね。
I don't know why. Just something in Keiichi's voice just tingles me. Even though this is like serious and should be sad, it's like, I don't know. It's good. I enjoy Keiichi's streams. I'm sorry, Keiichi. Keiichi roared and cried. It was like their deaths were physically agonizing to him. Is this the phone call? I don't remember this actually. Or was it later? It has to be, I think.
ええ、全くです。悪魔ですよね。
Ha ha ha. I laughed at myself. I was sure Keiichi didn't notice. Ooh, never mind.
どうしてこのひなみ沢では綿流しの夜に人が死ななければならないことになってしまったんだ。
それは私が知りたいです。
もうダム計画との戦いは終わったんだぞ。なのにどうしてまだたたり足りないんだ。どうしてだよ。どうして。理由があるなら言ってみろよ。
ケイちゃんの気持ち、私もよくわかります。ダム闘争はとっくの昔に終わったんです。なのに毎年お社様のたたりという名の殺人と失踪が繰り返されている。なぜ？どうしてなんですか？全然関係ない人もいた。たたられるのに不相応な人だっていたのに、どうして？どうして？
それを俺が聞いてるんだ。
それを私だって知りたいんですよ。
Of course, the curse of Oyashiro-sama never existed. It was just a bizarre environment that allowed people to kill in the name of Oyashiro-sama. The environment and nothing more. Nothing would have happened unless there were demons who danced within it.
いいですか？お社様のたたりなんて非現実的なものは初めから存在しません。ケイちゃんの言う通り、村の何者かがお社様のたたりというもっともらしい大義名分を利用して綿流しのたびに殺しと失踪を繰り返しているんです。奴らは狡猾でした。たたりを都合よく利用して村の旧敵を毎年2人ずつ消し去るシステムを構築していったんです。そしてこのシステムで今年は高野さんたちが殺された。
じゃあ2人で十分じゃねえかよ。どうして村長やリカちゃんやサトコまで殺されなくちゃならないんだよ。それに俺は過去のことは今さらどうでもいいんだ。リカちゃんとサトコがなぜ殺されなくちゃならなかったのか その一点にしか興味はないんだ。どうしてなんだ。聡子には打ち明けてすらないんだぞ。どうして聡子まで。どうしてなんだ。
Satoshi-kun was speaking through Keiichi's mouth. How could I respond? I didn't know what to say. I could only feel myself being stabbed by the sharpness of those words.
ケイちゃん、もういじめないでください。私だって何が何だかわからないんです。西宮殿に忍び込んだあの晩から全てが変わってしまった。あの晩、高野さんたちが死んだと聞き、耳を疑いました。そしてすぐに気づいたんです。今度は自分が狙われる立場になったんだって。忍び込んだのは私たち4人。私とケイちゃんだけが都合よく許してもらえるわけがない。そう思った時、それがどれだけ心細くて恐ろしいことだったか、ケイちゃんには分かりますよね。だから私、君吉のおじいちゃんに打ち明けたんです。君吉のおじいちゃん、怒らない。そしてにっこり笑って、しおんちゃんがちゃんと反省してるなら鬼隠しになんかなるものかって、本当に笑いながら任せなさいって。
I remembered Uncle Kimiyoshi speaking ill of Satoshi-kun. I killed him, but everyone in Hinamizawa did that. I wasn't the only one at fault.
いつ村長に打ち明けたんだよ。ごめんな、シオン。悲しい気持ちのところに追い打ちをかけるようで。シオンは打ち明けたんだよな。君吉のおじいちゃん、つまり村長に。
はい。
いつ打ち明けたんだよ。
Keiichi's tone was becoming sharper. The edge was cruel, but it was a sharp conviction. It wasn't a dull edge that caused excessive pain. It had a clean, pleasant sharpness to it.
村長さんは重い痔を患ってて病院にかかっていたという話は知ってるか。
ケイちゃん、それが何か。
答えてくれ。知らないなら知らないと答えればいい。
痔だったのは知ってます。座る時とか辛そうでしたから。
病院に通ってたんだ。どこの病院かは知ってるよな。
ごめんなさい、それはちょっと知りませんけど。でもケイちゃん、それが一体何の。
担当直入に聞きたいんだ。シオンはいつ村長に打ち明けたんだ。どこで、いつ。大雑把でいいから教えてほしいんだ。
ケイちゃん、なんでそんなことを。
Very good, my bro Keiichi. You know who I am, don't you?
ありえないんだよ。村長が失踪した日、朝から消えるまでシオンには接触できる機会はありえないんだ。
そんな。
村長は朝一で誰にも内緒の大学病院へ一人で診察に出かけた。シオンは今この病院を知らないと言った。だから帰ってくるまで村長と接触することはできないはずだ。そうだろう。帰りの電車が事故で遅れたので自宅に帰ってきたのは会合の始まる直前だった。つまり会合が始まるまでの時間にも打ち明ける時間的余裕はないんだ。シオンも一緒に会合に出たのか。 そして会合の席上で打ち明けたのか。ここで打ち明けなきゃもう時間がないもんな。会合が終わった後、村長は帰宅途中で失踪するんだから。
実は会合にで。
あの日シオンが行くと言ったバイトすら君は欠勤してるんだ。もっと端的に言おう。君は俺と一緒に行った図書館以降誰にも目撃されていない。
ケイちゃん、
その時シオンは綿流しの翌日に失踪したんだ。
Ha 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 ha. Bingo, Kei-chan. I'm impressed.
大石さんは君がすでに失踪していると言っているんだ。でもシオンはこうして毎晩俺に電話をかけてきてくれただろう。頼むシオン、俺が言ったことが間違ってるならそうだと言ってくれ。シオン、頼むから。
Corner me even further. Corner me so the demon inside can't come up with its uses, so that it can't escape.
シオン、お前は村長に会ってなんかないんだ。もし会ったとしたなら。
The only time I could possibly have seen him on that day was...
村長が会合を終えた後、すなわち失踪する直前、もしくは失踪してからしかありえないんだ。
I screeched and screeched with laughter, then slammed down the phone. For some reason, I remember the laughter being a lot like longer and spookier, but that's probably because we got like that weird face CG that was just black screen. Very good, Kei-chan. That's right, it's me. I'm the one. Hurry and corner me. Hurry and let me be free. Ah ha 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 ha. Was he going to tell the police, or was he going to come here by himself? I wondered which it would be. If the police came, I'd struggle as much as I was able. I'd see how good Oishi would be at catching a demon. If Kei-chan came here alone, that wouldn't be smart of him. You couldn't complain about being eaten by a demon then. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him gruesomely while Shion watches. Therefore, Kei-chan, you shouldn't hold back. I only ever thought you were just a funny guy. I never thought I could expect so much from you. Boom. A nice way to end up the chapter break. That's interesting. So could this be the last chapter? I thought they would like... Oh. Spice. That's spicy, really? Maybe there will be one more chapter, like... Because I guess there is kind of a time skip. But yeah. What can I say about the second non-epic total part of this? The phone call was exciting, though. It was definitely more exciting from Keiichi's side, which is natural, but it was cool, fun. The only thing that I guess you can add is that Shion already plans on killing herself after all of this, anyways. So it kind of made sense why she dies if she's the one who doesn't get yeeted down the well. That she would have just killed herself instead of killing Keiichi. But not too much to add after that. I mean, we're getting right into the thick of it next time, huh? I'm excited. We're gonna get some answers. Obviously, Ren is not working with the Shion. It doesn't really work now. Sadly. But that's fine. But yeah, I mean, the most important thing that comes next is what happens when Keiichi gets knocked out. I want to see Shion's perspective from when we see the blue-eyed Shion. I mean, I guess we can probably spot them once when Kichi's closing his eyes. It when she said saying she would spare him. That's going to be important. What happens afterwards, obviously. So yeah, next one's going to be a blast. Thanks, Train, for blessing us on the way out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. This was a great start of the chapter, bro. It has this epic finale stuff at the latter half with the epic Satoko stuff at the first half. You're spoiling me, game. But yeah, thank you for watching. This is Friday's episode, so you get to see the next one tomorrow if you're watching on the upload days. That's pretty exciting. Thank God I recorded this slightly earlier. I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep for a little bit. But yeah. Hopefully you have a great day. Let the mighty Satoko bless you. And yeah, see you guys soon.